Let's start it off by introing the judges. Are the judges available? Here we go. All rise for the honorable judges. First judge of the evening, we have Forest Mommy. Owner of this fine forest, keeper of the trees, and advocate for titties on Tuesday. She has a lasting legacy as a butthole sparkler advocate. And if you can take one of the fine chairs over there, our next judge, please welcome the one, the only, the fine entrepreneur owner of Sheath Underwear, the more supportive of all underwear for people's nuts. Robert, you guys can sit down now. I should have said that, but thank you. That was very nice of you guys to rise for the honorable judges. Robert, you've been a lifetime pothead. You've managed to establish a successful business. What are you hoping to see from the competitors here tonight?
I was going to say I want them to strip down in their underwear, but then it's a bunch of dudes. Let's get some very witty answers to your questions, you know, like from the universe. No. Yeah, because they're going to get so high, they're going to draw from the universe, okay?
There you go. That's good podheadery right there.
That's right.
You're like, just get so stoned that you can be one with Mother Earth.
Yeah.
And if you need to touch a tree or something else to channel that energy, you support it.
And sheathunderwear.com.
Absolutely. All right. So now, let's meet our contestants. First, we have a legendary competitor. Nearly won it multiple times. First competitor for the evening. Let's watch and meet Mike Nice.
If you've been following Run Your Mouth, Smokeout Bugout, you know that the last time down in Michigan, where we just did a little training session for this week, I did lose. But, well, and then I had to drink Flint, Michigan water.
You know, you just a couple nice sips. So I'm gonna put the cat back in. Just a couple nice sips, and you did it.
Can we edit this?
Which made me sick for 4 days, right? And because I was sick, I got kicked out of my house. I had to be living in the shed now for 4 days. 4 full days, but that has given me plenty of time to train.
Loud, blowing it down, hop in the Jeep, got a jaw full of green, just at the hole in the wall. Mike Nice with the snapback and the white tee.
All right, let's give a welcome to Mike Nice. All right, Mike, coming into this contest, you tied, you lost the last tiebreaker, you lost the sparring session, but just barely. How do you think tonight's going to go for you?
Honestly, or
I mean, we're making it a show, so say you're going to win.
I am going to win this year. I am going to win. I've been practicing, I've been training, as you saw in that video that I made, and it's definitely coming with me.
Well, there's the confidence. All right, let's meet our next contestant, a local pot-smoking legend.
Hey, what do you say? I'm headed down to Larkspur way. Going down to play Smoke All Your Weed Away. It's going to be the great Smokeout Bugout. And I'm on my way down there to deal with Sid Floyd and Mike Nice. Sid Floyd and Mike Nice.
It was in this moment that Ronnie realized he didn't know who a Mike Nice or Sid Floyd was.
Man, we're going to have so much fun. Smoking nothing but the best, baby. Come on down. Can't wait to see what you guys do. Can't wait to see what you guys
Let's
say.
hear it for Rodney!
Smoke weed fast, motherfucker.
There we go. This is like the WWF Colonel of pot smoking. I like it.
Let me change your chairs with you, bro.
Now, I like it. Rodney came out with the fan section. Rodney, you're a first-time competitor.
I am.
You looked at these East Coast people and you said, "Fuck that! I've been competing smoking weed forever."
Bro.
You got to take the microphone from Mr. Nice, but tell us why you think you're going to smoke him tonight.
Well, I got permission to use a bong instead of that little girly shit that they're getting ready to fucking do. You know, and I watched the fucking film, bro. You ain't got this shit, dog. So that's okay, man. We're here to smoke weed and smoke weed fast, motherfucker, right?
All right, let's hear it for Rodney. showing up and going bong over joints. All right, we've got another local competitor. Let's meet Andy.
I've long considered myself a loyal subject of the king. I remember anxiously awaiting the inaugural Smokeout Bugout 3 summers ago. I remember the spectacle, the pageantry, and I remember thinking, I could fucking kill these guys. So when Rob asked if I would compete, I started getting ready for game day.
Let's welcome the local legend, the man with the stoner fro himself. Let's hear it for Andy. All right, Andy, we've got some real West Coast, East Coast vibes going right now. The Shedcast guys winning it year over year, but now coming out west where pot is legal. Do you think that you're going to put up a good fight for the title?
I've been training at altitude. I think I'm ready.
Let's hear it for Andy. And now, I present to you guys the reigning, defending champion of Smokeout Bugout. Let's watch the intro for Sid Floyd.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test, to train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. It's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Pokemon, oh, you're my best friend in a world.
Roll that shit like that shit. Smoke it.
Yeah, faster slow-mo. Oh no, smack that made a killing, call a popo. Oh niggas is squilling, oh y'all ain't feeling niggas no more. The bigger they are, harder they go though.
Be a lot cooler if you did. Be a lot cooler if you did.
Give it up for the reigning, defending champion of the Smokeout Bugout series, Sid. Are you ready to come into enemy territory, the other coast, at high altitude, and choke on your beer?
It's a smoking competition, so that was supposed to happen. And I'm behind enemy lines, and I'm good. Got it all planned out.
All right, I love it.
Can't be the enemy. I'm too high to be the enemy, bro.
Nah, we're all good. It's all love.
All right, so it is time for the inaugural smoking of the joints. Tonight, marijuana is coming to us from D's Trees, the highest quality marijuana available in this area. And I wanted to make sure that we had some really potent shit. And to get things started and to make sure that all of our contestants are thoroughly high, we have a gigantic bong, and we are going to begin this contest by seeing who can clear the gigantic bong. But before we do that, I think it's time for the inaugural lighting of the joints. Do you have joints for the judges? You got to hook up Robert and All right, who's got the giant bong for us? All right. Robert, who do you think should be first to try and clear the gigantic bong? I think you should step forward in front of the table so we can get a better shot of the There we go. There we go. Why don't we start with Rodney so that he can show the other ones the way. We are starting a smoke. We're starting the competition of people needing to smoke an ounce of joints by seeing who can clear the giant bong.
I like the way you think, bro. You're right on fucking time.
All right, so first up, we've got Rodney.
Because it's
When I was young, I watched a dog for money. I bought it for 420 for
All right. I'd like to remind the viewers of this program that Run Your Mouth has no legal liability whatsoever and would never encourage any individual to partake in an activity that... Woohoo! Oh my God. Here we go. Who else would like to impress the judges? You can sit this one out. There's a lot of combat coming your way, but I feel like someone else, we can't just make Rodney do it and then walk away from it. Who else wants to impress the judges? There you go.
Sid's a bong guy.
The reigning defending champion of the world, Sid, is stepping up to the plate. Robert's getting more stoned than the contestants. Robert.
Yo.
What's your general feeling about these competitors thus far?
They have the fighting spirit. I'm really feeling their soul, the training they put into it is coming to play tonight in this field here.
All right,
now.
and Jessica, if you had to, who's your prediction for coming out victorious tonight?
I am Team Andy 100%, forever and ever. But I won't be unbiased. That was too biased. That was
Okay.
super biased. I love everybody, but
And why is it Team Andy? Is it the friendship? Is it a...
Andy is our Colorado LP secretary. He
Okay.
is bomb. He does all that work, and I just love him.
Okay, so just to let everyone know where we're at so far, we've got two contestants sitting out the giant bong, and then we've got, I think, Sid. Absolutely. I mean, it doesn't really work that way, but
Rodney
sure.
and Sid.
And then we've got Sid, who clearly put up and had, I think, the smoothest pull. So now we're going to move into the next segment, but before we do, for everyone that's not in Colorado, unable to enjoy these trees, shout out to yodelta.com. I was smoking their vape pen all week while preparing these questions. So for our first section for tonight, we move into, we test the knowledge of our competitors. And so our first game, it's called book covers. I give our contestants the front cover to a book. You tell me what's on the back cover. Now we hand it over to Mike Nice, the back cover for the book, The Fantastic World of Bugs Bill Gates Wants You to Eat.
So this is a story about depopulation, where they want to use your stem cells to create super babies with CRISPR, and they're going to get rid of all the cows and make you eat bugs.
There you go. That's how it's done. Now we hand it to Andy for the book, Good Night, Poon, the story of Hunter Biden's Asian hookers.
Guns, children, crack.
And now coming back to the reigning defending champion, Sid Floyd, All by Myself, the Joe Biden biography.
Do you need to smell hair to go to sleep at night? What was I saying?
Rodney.
One more.
Your book is if you give the gays a marriage, they'll want to diddle your kids.
I think there was a golden gay chorus that says we're coming after your children. And so here is the book between two mice, and they might be nice with each other, and a little baby mouse in the bed.
All right, let's turn to the judges.
Hold on.
Yeah.
No, I love the I can't remember fucking sitting up here getting fucking high.
You did just smoke like the biggest bong that I've ever
All
seen.
right. Let's turn it to the judges. We got Rodney who's really committing to, incoherency, which is a strategy.
Well, that was the idea.
No, it is. You're doing great.
I mean, I'm trying to play by the fucking rules here.
Robert, how are our competitors doing so far?
Rodney, they're trying. They're all giving it their heart, and I appreciate everything. I think Mike Nice is delivering the nicest, coherent. I like the conspiracy angle that he's coming with the government trying to take over everything, and it's just right up my alley. I like it.
And Jessica, do you think everyone's smoking enough weed? Have you noticed anybody lagging on their joints?
No, they're doing a really good job. They're doing a really good job tonight. I like the effort that's being put in. I like the commitment and all of it. I love all of it.
All right, so going in to round 2, it looks like Mike Nice has pulled ahead, showing off his skills. We do have Sid Floyd, though, with the huge bong rip, so that does kind of throw in a kicker. So let's move on to section number 2. All right, Elon Musk just bought Twitter, so he wants to bring back free speech. And, so what you guys are going to be doing is we're going to imagine that you're equally autistic and equally rich as some of these other billionaires, and we're going to see what you can do to fix some of these other social media platforms. So we're going to start with Facebook. Facebook will no longer let you look up phone numbers. There was a time when if you got a woman from a lady's number, and you were too afraid to call her, you could go on Facebook and then jerk off to her photos. How can Facebook make it easier to track down and stalk women that you're interested in? Rodney, we'll start with you.
It's the photo app that they should use, and you don't have to match faces anymore. You can match nudes.
I like it. All right. Moving over to Mike Nice. We're going to take a look at Instagram. We all claim to want more authentic content, and then we all post fake shit about ourselves. So even this show will be edited to make it look good, so how do we make Instagram more authentic?
More authentic. I think definitely you should have to do 360 views of every post you do.
Wide angle lens.
Yeah, so you take a nice selfie, but then it has to be 2 more slides of what else is in the room and what else is going on.
I think that's great.
If there's,
I love it. Now we turn to Andy. TikTok is guilty of collecting U.S. data for the CCP, censoring content, and letting women believe they are good dancers. How do we fix TikTok?
You should only be allowed to use it if you're Chinese.
It fits the name. And now we turn to Sid Floyd. OnlyFans has empowered some women to not work and made working women more resentful for actually working with constant awareness of the leverage that they could be selling their pussies right now. How do we encourage more women to show their pussies but demonetize it?
Well, you got to go after the catfishes first because technically it's copyright content. Because they're using OPP, other people's pussies. So once you use the algorithm to catch those, those catfish, then, you could start, it's free, right? Let's just make it free. What are we talking about here? Let's just make it free.
All right.
If you're hot, it's free if you're hot.
Now, we're going to move on to the general wisdom where we are going to test our well-read, pothead, stoner scholars to see their general insight on random topics. Robert.
Talk to me. Talk to me, baby.
Who do you think is going to pull ahead in this next round?
Andy. He's got the hometown advantage.
Yeah. You feel like he's vibing right now?
Yeah. He needs to, we're going to lift him up a little bit.
All right.
Come on, baby.
Jessica, what are your feelings going into the longest and toughest round of the Smokeout Bugout competition?
What do you mean by longest and toughest?
You turned that oddly sexual. I meant that it's at the longest time-wise, and there's a difficulty level, unlike the other previous sections.
I don't know, but I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. Here we go. Social issues. Let's start with this. There's increasingly less men going to college. In order to solve this, should we end the restrictions on rape? We'll start with Sid Floyd.
correct me if I'm wrong, but Boulder was like leading the country in sexual assaults for quite some time, right? Damn near a decade.
And you're blaming Rodney? Is that what you're saying? I like how you
I
stared
looked down
right.
the panel. I looked down the panel.
You stared right
I
into
started the
Rodney's
whole
soul.
Hey. Isn't that right, Rodney?
All right. Andy, this one's going to be a little bit easier to answer. What do lizard people want?
Children.
All right. Moving it on to Mike Nice. Your question is, liberals are furious over Greg Abbott's busing of immigrants to Washington, D.C. If we wanted to piss off more liberals, where could be an even better place to drop them off?
Denver, Colorado, dude. Obviously, we got to send them all here.
Hell yeah.
Well,
You
not
might,
here, not
you-
here.
Yeah, you might heal
And
the
not
local
to
audience.
Larkspur. Not to Larkspur.
You're like, let's ruin the property value of where we are. Okay, Rodney.
I don't think I want to do this.
Where on the food pyramid should bugs go?
Right at the top, baby. If you're going to go anywhere, you could have your cricket meal with your cricket meal. You know, you have the cricket meal that makes up the cricket meal. They have the whole thing. You see it on the train where they put the arm out the window and shit. Right? And you know what train I'm talking about? Everybody saw the train going through the snow and shit. Right? And then the guy did bad shit and they put his arm out the fucking window. And they ate crickets and shit. You know, the little people and whatever.
So, Rodney,
fuck yeah, dude. I've seen it.
Rodney's coming out as pro cricket eating.
Hell yeah, at the top.
He's saying eat more crickets with your cricket. You
Hey,
know,
man.
someone should take that and make that a slogan. That's not
think
bad.
it has been.
Rodney
I
got
think
it.
it has
Rodney,
been right
that's
now.
your slogan. That's
Yeah.
We're gonna snake
Have
it.
cricket meal with your cricket meal, bro.
We're gonna snake it, so it's gonna come back
Fuck
to
yeah,
Mike
dog.
Nice.
I'm down.
Mike Nice, with socialized healthcare, should we do more to shame fat people?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah, so we could be a healthier United States.
You're saying it helps them.
Yeah, absolutely, it helps.
Okay.
I mean, how did you decide to shave your head bald?
I didn't have a choice because it looked like I
You're
had
shamed.
cancer. That's
You're
why.
shamed. You got to shame everybody.
Yes, I agree with you. Yeah, I was shamed into it. Fair enough. Okay. Now we turn to Andy.
I'm sorry, Burnsell.
No, it's all good. My eyes are starting to tear from everything that's coming up my way. I'm just so sad. All right. She-Hulk has been widely panned. Are female-driven movies bad because women are boring? Or does Hollywood make bad female-driven movies to make us hate women?
I really, as much as I wish they would, I don't think they want us to hate women. So, I think it's because you have these female directors, and it's a classic problem. Women don't really, know what they want. And so how could you expect them to write themselves either?
All right.
I'm going to double down on this.
No, there you go. At first, Andy came in on that one, setting the record for longest pause. But then he pulled out a win at the end. This one goes Sid Floyd. We've been drone striking the rest of the world. What does the conversation look like when a drone operator realizes he just hit kids?
Yo, how many points is that?
All right. Now we turn it back to Andy. How can the U.S. gracefully tell Taiwan that they are on their own?
I think you just give them just a big box, nothing on it, and inside is just we gave Ukraine $60 billion, we can give Taiwan $80 billion worth of equipment, and just one little note that says sorry. That's it.
So they're not on their own.
Well, I mean, actually, no, I don't. You're right. I don't support giving them any weapons. I mean, if we could be nice, but
All right, we got a few more in this round. Turning it to Mike Nice. If you look back in history, life working on a farm, and you think about it, they probably had sex with one lady. Her vagina probably felt like rotten apples and smelt of tooth decay. Your days would be back-breaking labor, followed by evenings of looking at a lamp. Now we live in a time of incredible technology and everyone claims to be miserable. Is technology making people miserable, or have we gotten really good at complaining?
I mean, we have also gotten good at complaining, but it's technology. I think we got to go back to fucking the cows again. I mean, get back to our
An
roots.
apple cider. What'd you call it? Apple cider vinegar vagina. What'd you call it? Apple cider vagina. What'd you call it? We're going back. We're going back to whatever is that.
I just love that there was no part of that said people were fucking their cows. And you just went there. You're like, I'm sure. You're like, if I lived on a farm, that's what I would do. And then Farmer's Mommy's the most fucked up of anybody. All right. This goes
What part
to
of the
Rodney.
country are you from? Connecticut? You guys got some big ass dicks, man. I mean, even cow. Most people out here go sheep and shit.
Oh my God, Rodney actually knows the mechanics on this. Rodney's been sitting back and he goes, wait, this I'm an expert on. All right, Rodney, here's your question. With Alex Jones getting in trouble, how do we make school shootings funny again?
Yeah. Fuck the police. I think just like public executions, we should start making the videos public and have behind a paywall. And then we can market, fucking school shootings, and we can see the real videos from Columbine and Virginia Tech, and we can really take a good look at what one looks like, and then, it could be make school shootings go again.
All right. Round of applause as we close out that round.
He was there. You were there. You were there.
Let's check in with the judges. We really put them to the test. We also tested my reading skills, but we dove into some questions. And first, let's start with Jessica. How are they doing on the pot smoking front? Do you see anyone not really?
They're hitting it hard and furiously. So.
Okay. And if you had to guess, who do you think is most stoned at this juncture in time?
It's always Andy at all times, no matter what. Or Rodney, I suppose.
All right, now we turn it over to Robert. Robert, what are you thinking at this point? How are they doing?
If they're like horses and they're going around the track, they're like neck and neck. They're
Okay.
all like coming like.
You're
real
saying
close.
we're pretty even at
Yeah.
this juncture in time.
Yeah,
I am
yeah, yeah.
so
Everybody's
stoned
coming
right now
back.
from all this coming in my face. My eyes are tearing up, and I'm like,
Why is this in slow motion?
I'm not supposed to be competing. I'm sorry, Robert. You were answering a question, I think.
They're doing great.
I honestly feel like. This is like I've been gassed.
You said it, right? Bring smoke weed fast, motherfucker, for you.
There's a lot of joints left.
I was legitimately keeping it together.
I'm on my first one.
Can you blow it at someone else? I'm dying. Whew. All right. Robert, everyone's neck and neck. We're going to start our next round. You ready? This next round is called You're the Lawyer. I'm going to put you guys into situations, because we've been watching all these legal dramas this year. None of the good FBI stuff. Oh my God, I'm going to die up here. All right, let's just get into it. All right, let's start with the trial of Amber Heard. So who's who we on to right now? Rodney?
What?
All right, Rodney, we're going to
There we go.
kickstart this with you.
Zoom, baby, let's get it on.
All right. You're Amber Heard's lawyer. She comes to you, and she says she thinks she can win this case. She just needs to show her turds to the jury. How do you handle that? Talking down Amber Heard from bringing her turds into court.
I just don't. I tell her to go ahead. I just don't.
You just go, we're going to lose this anyway, so fuck it.
Yeah, man. No, I mean, at all times, you have to have physical evidence. I think that if she's going to drop turd in court? Come on, yo. Who wouldn't pay to see that shit? Here we go back to the paywall.
All right. Next case goes to Mike Nice. You get a call. Trump is on the phone. He says, hey, I need a lawyer, and for obvious reasons, he's not going to go with Giuliani again. He says he will pay you well, but he actually had all of the nuclear buttons. Like all of them.
All of them.
Do you take the case?
Absolutely, I take the case.
And what do you get?
Who saw him take the buttons?
There you go. Coming right in with the Jew lawyer energy. I appreciate it. Next case, we go with the guy who looks like he was a Jew lawyer that got disbarred. Alex Jones went to trial. The lawyer famously messed up, giving the other side his cell phone. You're his lawyer. How do you explain that to your client, Alex Jones?
I said, listen, Alex, can you repeat the question?
Maybe. You're Alex Jones's lawyer. You messed up. You gave over your cell phone to opposing counsel. How do you explain that to your client?
You say, you thought it was Hunter's. You say, listen.
Mike Nice, you're up last on this one.
Hunter, I think he was talking about Hunter Biden.
No, I'm sorry, yeah, Sid Floyd. The next case is, you're the lawyer for the women suing Deshaun Watson. He's been sued, he's been suspended, and the NFL has offered to pay market prices for any hand jobs given. How do you convince your clients to take the deal?
Where are we defining market price from? Like what area of the country?
They go into the hand job market, probably with Rodney.
Yep. He chauffeurs.
They see what the costs are. Then they ask each of these women how many times they had to give the guy a hand job, and then they compensate them appropriately.
Well, he probably fucks a lot, right?
Who?
Deshaun
Rodney?
Yeah, for sure. Rodney's probably fucking, so... I mean, are we going off Rodney or Deshaun Watson? What are we... Yeah, well, if we're doing rub and tug numbers for an NFL superstar, I'd say he's probably putting up stats. I mean, that's what he does for a living. I don't know, man. Fair compensation for a HJ? What is it? What is it, like 60 on the way out? So what do we return that, like fucking, you know? Yeah, so...
All right, time is
return
expired.
That time and a half. Time and a half. That's all I'm saying. Overtime.
Okay, we're going to move on to our next round of questions, which I believe is the last of two sets. So we're going to look at matters in science. Freud talked a lot about sexual tensions between a child and his mother. How hot was Freud's mom? I said this one's for you. We'll snake it back.
Decent.
All right.
That's a great answer. I'll take decent.
Okay, moving on to Andy. I believe everyone is thoroughly stoned. Where are we in terms of having smoked the entire ounce? What are we, like 3/4 in?
6 joints left.
No, there's a few on the ground, but like 8 maybe.
All right. There you go. Yeah, he's got, look at that ashtray of joints. The round of applause for Sid Floyd.
Go Sid.
Keeping it coherent, clearly smoking the most weed. Mike Nice. If Neuralink had a button you could press that just let you feel like you were coming, how many times could you press it before you just die?
In the thousands, I would say. At least.
Like exactly 1,000?
In a row? Or
If they
like
gave
over
you,
time?
if they gave you the number, if they gave you 1,000, how many days do you think you would last before you're like, oh, that's it?
What is that? 3 years? Every day at least once, right?
All right. This one goes to Rodney.
Wow, that's like putting it in.
We don't know how or why everything began. Is it possible that the Big Bang was just God's fart?
That or an ejaculation.
Well, you're on point.
You know?
To Andy. If they figured out how we could download our consciousness and live forever, and then 2,000 years from now you legitimately just got bored, would God still hold it against you for killing yourself?
I think he'd be mad at you for not doing it sooner. I think he'd be like, after like 130, dude. Like,
yeah, he'd be like, you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, even he would respect.
On that fucking shit.
Robert, who do you think has smoking the most weed thus far?
I mean, it's between the two on the end. But
Okay.
Because they both hit the bong, but he's got a lot of joint butts over there.
All right. And now let's turn.
He's been constantly smoking too. So it's between these two. It's between these two.
Robert, as we come into the last round, who are you most impressed with so far?
Honestly, it's still Mike Nice. He's still up in the front. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Robert is vibing with Mike Nice, who might actually be able to reclaim the belt as we come in to the last round. Now, is he in a dominant lead, or can anybody take it in this last round?
I mean, anything's possible. They might need a miracle, though.
All right. Jessica, we're coming into the last round. Do you have anyone
better
you
bring
think
that
is pulled ahead of the crowd? Okay.
Rodney's
you feel
up
like
there.
Rodney's throwing it out there. It's a little bit more avant-garde, but it's hitting. All right, so let's get into our last section. Preferred outcomes. Rodney, we will start with you.
Preferred outcomes.
If every time you shat your pants you also got laid, would you shit your pants more?
No. No. Selective shit. You know? Like when you come home late and there's all kinds of yakety yak, you just go ahead and shit your pants. Happens like automatically and shit, right? Boom, she goes down. So it'd be selective shitting. I'd have my shitting on a schedule.
I don't know that answered the question, but fair enough.
That was a good answer.
Mike Nice.
I like that answer. That was awesome.
Your question is, if you could trade inches of your height for inches on your dick, what would you trade?
Like how much?
Yeah. You could go either way. You could take inches off your dick to be taller, or you could take inches of height.
I think I'm pretty good where I'm at.
You would just keep it. Confident man right there. Too bad he's married.
Energy right there.
Now we turn it over to Andy. Would you date the hottest woman in the world if she had a stinky vagina?
I throw up. I can't eat. I eat chicken tenders. I eat pizza. I can't I wouldn't be able to do it.
All right. This one goes to Sid Floyd. If you could pick one evil person from world history to bring back from the dead to teach you a 1-week course in leadership, who would it be?
Attila the Hun, no question. Not even a question. He was fucking so much. Like, how much of the world population is like descendant? Oh, Genghis
Is that
Khan.
more than Genghis Khan?
Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan. Bring him back. Show me the ways.
I think it's just rape and pillage. I think that would be the answer.
That wasn't consensual?
No.
All
right, let's hear it for our contestants. They got after it. They smoked hella weed. And before we announce our winner, which we'll discuss how we're going to determine it, Robert, you brought some prize packages for our noble contestants here this evening. Why don't you let people know what they are competing for, other than the glory?
I mean, it's just like a $250 care package. It's got all of our best pairs. I like hand selected them, and a shirt and a hat and stickers and matches and stuff. But like, we have a Malice pair. I don't know if you guys know this, but Michael Malice designed a pair with us. It's dynamite, and you know, because he's anarchist and all that. So if one of those is in there. But anyways, so the winner is going to get like a year's supply. Hey,
so now
He's judging me?
Now,
hey, I think you're a winner either way.
Okay. So now we have to determine a winner, and we don't have any real official criteria, but we do need to walk away with one single winner. So you and Jessica have to converse right now. You're the jury before this court. Well, actually, the judges. But you got to you guys can discuss it. You got to come forward with one name of who the person is that's walking away tonight with Pothead Glory, or if you can limit it down to 2 and you insist on a bonus round, we can do a bonus round.
I don't know.
All right, so let's start with this. Robert. Let's start with this. Let's eliminate 2 people. So why don't you guys discuss? Why don't you guys discuss who you want to eliminate first?
Let's do socialism right
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. But Sid, you are number 1.
Wait, he's the first to be eliminated?
Yeah.
Ooh!
Don't take it personally.
Oh, that is harshness. Our 4-time Smokeout Bugout champion has been dethroned by Forest Mommy in vicious fashion, not even putting you in a 3rd or 2nd spot.
They were all good. What are you gonna do? Somebody's got to be
all right,
picked.
we're gonna have to get back into the shed.
This is a hard decision.
All right,
he won that
Sid,
for sure.
Sid, just to be extra vicious about it, I invite you to leave the table.
Oh no! Hey, he's got.
All right.
He's got 3 victories.
With Sid Floyd being eliminated, and I don't love this call. As commissioner of the league, I don't love it.
He smoked the most.
You hit the ball,
That
you
doesn't
smoked
matter.
but what can you do?
What, can we ask the judges for some explanation?
There's no mercy, no explanations needed. I need another person eliminated. Who's the next individual being eliminated from this table? Give me one name.
Okay, so I have to think.
Robert, you're a Robert, you're a CEO. You fire people. This is the tough decision.
I would say Andy.
Andy has been eliminated. Round of applause for Andy.
He did great.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, this is great because this is still East Coast, West Coast. We're about to find out whether or not the belt will be coming back to the shed, or if Rodney, the local legend, the bond smoking champion. There you go. Look at that. Mike Nice. All right, here we go. Here's our last game. So this game is called You're the Coach. Stoners can have really bad ideas, but sometimes they can convince you that they're good ideas. Like one time I had the bottom fall out of my car, and Mike over here was like, hey, it's fine, don't worry about it. And then I showed it to the mechanic the other day. He's like, you didn't drive on this, did you? So we've all watched movies where coaches, they give big-time pump-up speeches. Yeah. Right? There you go. Everyone even knows this shit.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to play you footage of something that went horribly wrong. And then you have to be the coach who gave the person the pump-up speech before it happened.
Right before.
So I'm going to play you Justin Bieber on stage dancing, and then you're going to be his dancing coach, telling him that this is the best idea anyone's ever had. Oh, this might not work. Oh, no, here we go.
Oh my God!
Oh, he's hailing Hitler if you didn't know that that's what he's doing.
I did not know it was going in that direction.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's insane.
This is so. Right.
You're the coach?
I'm the coach.
You're his dance coach.
I'm going, hey, I think the thing with the arm, we should probably not do that. And he's like, no, I think it's cool. It's like, I feel it powerful when I'm doing it. I'm like, nah, I think, you know what? Actually, you're right. You fucking go out there and you fucking do what you show him. You show him.
Rodney.
Yeah, man, here I am.
You found
Here
this
I am.
kid. You think he could be the greatest
Yeah, man.
swallower of leaf blower air in human history.
I know her. Without a doubt. So I sit here under Joe Biden's desk. I have a blow in my face. I don't know what's coming next.
Rodney, what is the training motivation you gave to this youngster?
He has political aspirations. That young man is going for city council.
All right. We are going to throw it to the crowd, and this is a little bit not fair to Mike because Rodney is the local hometown hero, but who knows? We're going to throw it to the crowd unless, Robert, do you want the weight on your shoulders of picking this, or do you want to throw it to the crowd?
I like the way it's like she is just fucking merciless. You know, that like turns me on kind of.
I'll give my, I think Mike won.
All right, but let's throw it to the crowd. Let's throw it to the crowd. If you think Rodney won, clap it up. Woo! If you think Mike Nice is bringing the Shed back a victory, let's hear it for Mike.
I don't know. I think I got that, bro. You know, I mean,
Robert,
I'm going to talk you down. I'm going to say that was really close, but I think I got that.
I think there's only one way to settle this. I think there's only one way.
How's that?
And I think it's going to have to be...
What's that?
Biggest dab hit. I feel like that's the only way that we're going to be able to settle this contest.
Okay, so who blows out the most smoke?
I think so. I feel like that's the way to do it, yeah.
Not like the biggest glob.
I'm going to say it's the biggest, it's the biggest cloud.
I mean, in situations like this, no one really loses. When you got a good fight, that's what you wanted to see.
Underwear.
Yeah. Go to sheathunderwear.com
while
they load their bowls. Hey, I think that
Oh, yeah.
I'll
And
take that as a rule.
Shout out to D's Trees once again for hooking us up with this high quality marijuana. We saw how stoned it got everybody. Seltzer. If I throw it, it's gonna. I don't want to move because of the mic. You gotta get. It's gonna be. Then it's gonna get all over you.
I didn't know.
I'm not a judgy person.
Well, you don't want to hurt anyone.
All right, let's see the release. Let's see the release. That's tough because he coughed. Unless he's got a big cloud coming.
Very confusing. Very confusing.
All right, Rodney, that was the hit. That was. You got to do one cloud. He took a different strategy.
Don't choke. That's all he's saying.
You just need to blow one decent cloud and you win it.
Will win you this.
Don't get greedy. You don't need to be impressive. You just need to release
No, he's
the
trying
cloud.
to fucking set a statement
Oh man,
and shit.
he might choke. He's going for it. You just got to release it.
Oh shit!
Let's hear it for our new champion of the Smokeout Bugout. Let's hear it for Mike Nice. Thank you for everybody that came out. We are being shut down by our host, which is fine because it's late as fuck. So, smoke some weed, have some fun. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
Burning it down, fuck up a pound, leave a trail headed my way. Tryna fuck up my day, too much fun in my sway. Smoke 100 to the face, pick a flower out the vase. Lil' sour with the taste, weaving in and out of state. Bringing the loud, breathing and leaving the cloud. Clapping aloud, blowing it down, hop in the Jeep. Got a jar full of green, just at the hole in the wall. For the X, that's a jar full of me. Mike Nice with the snapback and the white tee. Got the loud pack of that OG, smoking back.